Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, in this video number 2, we will learn about DNA translation. The contents of the video are introduction of translation, components of translation, enzymes of translation, steps in the process of translation. First of all, we have to learn that what is translation. Translation is a process by which genetic code contained within the messenger RNA molecule is decoded to produce a specific sequence of amino acids in a polypeptide chain. Or, in molecular biology and genetics, translation is the process in which ribosomes synthesize proteins from the RNA molecule. Or simply, we can say that during the process of translation, the RNA molecule is converted into the polypeptide or protein molecule. The process of transcription of DNA to RNA took place in the cell nucleus, while the process of RNA translation takes place in the cell cytoplasm. So we have to learn that the two processes. First one, the transcription means synthesis of RNA from the DNA that takes place inside of the cell nucleus, while the next step, translation, DNA translation means synthesis of protein from RNA that takes place in the cell cytoplasm. And this whole process is called as gene expression. So in translation, messenger RNA is decoded in the ribosome outside the nucleus. So what is ribosome? We know that ribosome is a cell organelle that is present in the cell cytoplasm, and this ribosome is called as protein synthesis factory, means proteins are synthesized with the help of ribosomes. So we say that the polypeptide chain which is which is synthesized with the help of ribosome, then it is folded or processed to, to produce active protein, to produce functional protein. So how this process is carried out by the ribosomes? The ribosome facilitates this process by binding with the complementary tRNA anticodon sequence to the mRNA codon. Means the codons are the information which is present in the mRNA molecule. This is decoded, and the complementary tRNA molecule will bring the amino acids to synthesize the polypeptide chain. The tRNAs, they are type of RNAs, they carry a specific type of amino acids, and they are bonded together with them, so they carry these amino acids for polypeptide chain. Then we have learned the components of translation. Which are the components, which are the requirements of the translation? The key components required for translation are mRNA, means the message which was synthesized during the transcription, then the ribosomes and tRNA molecules and amino acids. During the translation, mRNA nucleotide bases are read as codons of three bases. So we have to understand mRNA molecule, like the DNA molecule, is synthesized of nucleotides, means it is the long chain of nucleotides And in the mRNA molecule, every three nucleotides are read as a single codon. Every three nucleotides in the mRNA molecule are read as a single codon. So each codon codes for a particular amino acid. Means each codon is message for a particular amino acid or the sequence of amino acids. And every tRNA molecule possesses an anticodon, and this anticodon is complementary to the mRNA codon. So tRNA molecule is responsible for bringing of amino acids to the ribosomes in a correct order to synthesize polypeptide chain. This is the diagram of the tRNA molecule, and here we see that at the three end of the tRNA molecule amino acid is attached. So we should understand amino acid is attached on the tRNA molecule at the three end of the tRNA molecule, while five end of tRNA molecule is free. So if we look at the other side of the three end, it is anticodon, means you see here that three nucleotides. This portion is known as anticodon. So this is matching or complementary to the codon of mRNA molecule. What type of codon is in the mRNA molecule? That type of anticodon means that type of tRNA molecule will come and will bring its specific amino acid. Then we have to learn about the enzyme. That enzyme is required for translation. So enzyme amino acyl tRNA synthetase. Amino acyl tRNA synthetase. These are the enzymes, and what is the function of these enzymes? They link amino acids to their corresponding tRNA molecule. Means amino acids, which are about 22 types, they are binding on the tRNA molecule to the corresponding tRNA molecules. And when the tRNA molecule and the amino acid, they both are joined, they are both are connected, they make a complex, and this complex is known as amino acyl tRNA complex. Amino acyl tRNA complex. And we should also know that, and it is important to know that single amino acid can be coded for more than one codons. Means more than one codons can carry a single amino acid. Means single codon can be used for more than one amino acids. Steps in the process of translation. We have learned that the process of translation is taking place in the cell cytoplasm, followed by the process of transcription, which is taking place in the cell nucleus. We had learned that transcription has three steps. Similarly, the translation also has three steps, like initiation, elongation, and termination. Initiation means the ribosome assembles around the target mRNA molecule. The first tRNA is attached at the start codon, means the ribosome, which is the facilitation point. At that point, mRNA molecule is attached, and the tRNA molecule, amino acyl tRNA molecule, that also comes to bind it. So this is known as the initiation of the process. Then what is elongation? The tRNA molecule which brings amino acid to the ribosome. So the ribosome reads the first codon, and then it reads the next codon, and then next. So the polypeptide chain elongation is started. So this is known as elongation phase or elongation state. Then other last step is termination. Termination means when there is the signal of stop codon, means the system is getting stop codon, then the ribosome release the polypeptide chain, and ribosome is free from this process. We will learn these one by one. Initiation first. For translation to begin, means for the process to start, there is one codon that is known as start codon. Start codon means that is the codon which initiates the process of translation, and this codon is known as AUG, means 3 nucleotides. We already have learned that each codon contains 3 nucleotides. So the start codon contains AUG 3 nucleotides. And we must know that this process of translation starts from the 5 end of the mRNA molecule. So the first codon must be the AUG, and this is also called as start codon. This is very this is coding this codon is coding very specific amino acid, and that amino acid is called as methionine. So methionine will be the first amino acid in the chain of polypeptides. At the 5 end of the 5 cape of the mRNA molecule, we have to learn that there are 2 subunits of ribosomes. How many? 2 subunits of ribosomes. Ribosome is what? It is organelle present in the cell cytoplasm, and this organelle consists of 2 subunits, small subunit and large subunit. So small subunit is known as 40S subunit, and large subunit in some species it is 60S subunit, in other species it is 80S subunit. So what is happening? What is happening at the 5 end of the mRNA molecule? The small subunit of ribosome binds, because the process of translation has to start at the from the 5 end. So the small subunit of ribosome is binding at the 5 end of the mRNA molecule. Then the large subunit binds over it and makes the initiation complex. Then when initiation complex is completed, so the process of elongation is started. So ribosome has 2 binding sites. The ribosome has 2 binding sites, the P binding site and the A binding site, or simply said P site and A site. So what P site is holding the peptide chain, and A site is accepting the tRNA molecules. Means when new tRNA molecule come, it will arrive at the A site, then it will transfer to the P site. So while methionine, we learned that methionine is the first amino acid. While methionine occupies the P site, means methionine first will come on A site, then will be transferred to the B site. So amino acyl tRNA molecule that is complemented to the next codon binds to the A site. Then when the first amino acid methionine is reached at the P site, then the next codon which will be the complementary, that will come on the A site, and this process is provided with energy by the hydrolysis of GTP. What is GTP? Guanosine triphosphate. It is an energy providing molecule. When it is hydrolyzed, it is providing energy for this process. So we say that methionine moves from the P site to the A site and leaving the space for the new amino acids to come over the A site, and then this will also transfer to the P site. Then we say ribosome, after reading the first codon, then translocated to the mRNA molecule to the next codon and uses the energy of the GTP. In this way, this process is continued and continued, and next amino acid tRNA molecule come and provide amino acids, then the tRNA molecule is leaving, so the process is continued. This we will understand in the figure next to this. Now last step is the termination. So how termination is coming means we know that when the last codon of mRNA molecule which is coming at the A site, means entering at the A site, and there is no any complementary tRNA molecule to that codon, so the peptide chain and the tRNA molecule in the P site, they are hydrolyzed and the polypeptide chain is released in the cytoplasm. Means we have to learn stop codon. There are three stop codons: UAG, UGA, UAA. These three are called as stop codons. These codons do not have complementary amino acids. So when these codons reach in the mRNA molecule, which they are in the end of mRNA molecule, so the process of polypeptide synthesis is stopped and the chain is released from the ribosome. And when the chain is released from the ribosome, the two subunits of the ribosome, large subunit and small subunit, they dissociate and they are waiting for the new mRNA molecule and for new process. Here is the diagram which is showing the structure of ribosome. Here we see long chain of mRNA molecule, and here we see in the bottom of the video is small subunit, means dark green color is showing small subunit, means 40S of the ribosome, while light green color, parrot color, is showing large subunit of the ribosome. And here we see in the left side, these are tRNA amino acid tRNA molecules, means tRNA molecules with amino acids. So these colors, orange, green, blue, ball like structures, these are amino acids and they are attached with the tRNA molecule. So these and here we see these, there are two sites, A site and P sites. So in the beginning, the amino acid tRNA is reaching at the A site. Then if it is complementary, then it is moving to the P site, and at the P site the amino acid is released from the tRNA molecule, and this amino acid is making peptide bonding to the growing chain of the amino acids, and the tRNA molecule which is free from the amino acid, this tRNA molecule is released from the process. So that is all about today's presentation. Hopefully you understood it. If you have any question, any problem, any query, So contact me. Hope see you soon. Allah Hafiz.